Dear friends, honorable guests, I would like to thank each and every one of you for your participation on this important day. This year, our conference is being held online due to the coronavirus pandemic. And nearly 1,000 points are connected and follow this conference online. This is a joint conference of the Women's Committee of NCRI and the British Committee for Free Iran. I am also delighted and honored that Mrs. Rajavi, President-elect of the National Council of Resistance of Iran, is also present at this conference. On International Women's Day, we always talk about the problems, the violence, oppression women are suffering, especially in Iran. However, today, in a short time that I have, I would like to talk about the Iranian women's hopes, their tireless efforts for achieving equality and freedom. With their active presence in all protests and uprisings, Iranian women and girls cause fear and panic among the mullahs. They have played a decisive role in all uprisings with their presence. Either our sisters who were martyred under savage torture or were hanged, or our sisters who are resisting as a political prisoners in the regime's prison. Some of them have been held captive and tortured for more than 10 years, and the regime did not give them a single day of furlough, even amid the pandemic. They are even deprived of visiting their children and seeing their growth. Nevertheless, they continue their resistance and do not surrender to the regime, while many people do not know them. Let's applaud them. I also want to speak about the Mujahideen and defiant women who have been fighting against Iran's misogynist regime for 4 decades. Many have been martyrs, and the rest have continued their struggle. Their bodies were wounded and tortured, but their spirits remained strong. They experienced exile successively, suffered medical sieges, and endured rocket attacks and bombardments, but have always been committed to their people's resistance and freedom. Those martyrs and prisoners and these struggling women are the real heroines of human rights and women's rights. Because we all know that freedom and equality are the only answers to all the problems that Iranian society faces, from poverty and discrimination to deprivation of the rights to choose freely. Therefore, we in the Iranian resistance are determined to achieve these two, namely freedom and equality. On International Women's Day, I would also like to emphasize it is an honor that there is a movement in the world at the forefront of the struggle for democratic change in Iran. And the woman is leading this global movement for regime change and the establishment of freedom and democracy for the Iranian people. She is Maryam Rajavi, whose names and presence have been a political, social, cultural, and ideological challenge to the ruling mullahs. She is an inspiration for me and all the women who are resisting the mullahs' misogynist regime. She is the one who leads a revolution of hope and removes every weakness and despair with her miraculous message. We can and we must. Indeed, the freedom of Iranian people will be achieved with such determination.